Hello and welcome to Netflix Prime Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing another new release on Netflix called Thambi, directed by Jeetu Joseph. You may remember Jeetu Joseph from his last few ventures, Memories in Malayalam and also Drishyam, the most important one that made him a household name. This is his new venture. He had actually released a few other films after post Drishyam, which had really not done very well, either business-wise or with the critics as well. I think so he's gone back to the genre that really made him a household name, which is like the murder, family, thriller kind of a genre, which basically best suits him. So having said that, this movie feels like a spiritual cousin of Drishyam. So it's centered around the family and it's about the family members trying to hide a secret, a big secret that they've kept on for a while. So the movie starts with, the hero Saravanan, played by Karthi, who's our cookie cutter, run-of-the-mill con man slash tour guide in Goa, who's happy-go-lucky guy, making his merry way and a living out of conning, the foreign tourists. Now, they cut to that to Mettupalayam in the south, where they show a politician's family played by Satyaraj and his daughter as Jyotika. Now, they're actually grieving over or still reminiscing a lost son who was lost about 15 years ago. And they're still grieving over the fact, and there is a lot of skirmishes there's other couple of parallel subplots around some land being sold for a contract for a big corporate companies for land development, so on and so forth. So those subplots really don't matter initially, or they actually tend to confuse the actual main plot. But it all comes together in the end. But it seems like a very tiring, long-drawn, overdrawn plot for it to basically stick at the end. But anyway, coming back to the story, so a new son is being found, and that happens to be Karthi, and he's brought to his family, and nobody in the house seems to believe him, especially his grandmother, who's basically played by good old Saukar Janaki, and his own sister Jyotika don't seem to even believe an ounce of that he's a brother, that he's actually a long lost brother. But everybody else around him seems to believe him, and he's actually right from the get-go. We know that he is actually conning the family. He's trying to con the family out of it. But right around after the intermission, the second half, you find out there's a huge twist in the plot, and he himself, Karthi himself, Saravanan himself finds out that he is being played in a master game. So what is this game, who is playing it, and for what purpose, is basically forms the rest of the second half, which is actually pretty engaging watch. So if you were to come to this movie thinking it's a spiritual cousin of, like I said, of Drishyam, and start expecting things and plot twists, there are plot twists which actually make it very engaging and very interesting watch, but this is no Drishyam. Let me put it right off the bat. So if you have a lot of time to kill, and if you really were looking for some kind of entertainment just to check out a new movie, go for it. It's a pretty engaging watch, but this is no Drishyam. On that note, signing off until the next review. Keep it here. Thank you, and subscribe, and please do share this video if you can.